Hello, my name is Eric Holt, and I'm the managing partner of the Love Noise Group. We market, manage, and promote urban music in Music City. African American music to me is American music. African American music to me is the roots of all music that comes out of this country. And to me, it's the rhythm, it's the beat that keeps a lot of things going in my personal life. My most magical moment in music was when I saw my 16-year-old nephew music direct a show. It was at the basement of BB King's here in Nashville on 2nd Avenue. And it was a piece of music that he wasn't familiar with. It was old school hip hop show. And he plays keys. And he had the opportunity to come in and learn the music in a short amount of time and run the show. That particular show, it was a band of teenagers that he led, and it was an audience of about 400 people, and he had the whole thing rocking. Every Sunday, every week, there's music in my house, there's music at church, and growing up and listening to country, listening to R&B, listening to hip hop, it was everywhere. And my mother is a professor at Tennessee State University, so being able to see the band practice and rehearse on a regular basis in the summers and seeing them march on the fields, it was just music everywhere, and it was a great opportunity just to experience a lot of different kinds of music. We developed Love Noise as a platform and an outlet for urban artists specifically. Artists that sing R&B and hip hop about 10 to 12 years ago really did not have a regular outlet to perform, and Love Noise filled that void. So over that time, we cultivated local artists and gave them opportunities that they otherwise would not have. And through our journey in building Love Noise as an urban brand in Music City, we've been able to bring national artists to the city and to give audiences here a different type of experience. The local artist community has grown in a number of ways over the last 10 to 12 years in Nashville. 10 to 12 years ago, it was difficult for an R&B artist or a hip hop artist to book a local room. Even though Nashville is Music City, it was really kind of cut up in just a couple of different sections, being rock, country, gospel. But if you were an urban artist, if you were not singing in church, you really didn't have an outlet. So in the last 10 to 12 years, local urban artists have had the opportunity to perform in some really great rooms, because Nashville is known for great live music spaces. And those live music spaces have opened themselves up the last 10 to 12 years to give an outlet for these local artists. African American music can be heard and felt in almost every musical genre, and the influence is still steadily growing. When you look at hip hop, when it started in the 80s to where it is now, it's night and day, and that's not a bad thing, because what's happened with just using hip hop as an example of urban music, it's gone and infiltrated into popular culture. When you turn on pop radio, you're hearing an urban beat, you're hearing urban lyrics, and to me, that's a great thing. It's important to me that the museum is built in Nashville because of the legacy that Nashville holds. It will also highlight that legacy that a lot of people do not realize is there. From Jefferson Street to a lot of the recording studios, there's a lot of music business that goes on here that has influenced and still influences African American music. And having the museum here, Nashville being Music City, it really just makes sense. Giving to the National Museum of African American Music is important because you're contributing to the legacy of America. And that legacy specifically has to do with the art and the talent that African American artists have brought to the overall culture of this country. My music matters because my music is the beat that runs my life. I feel without music, my life would have gone a totally different route and it would be very boring. So my music matters to me because it keeps me going in the morning and keeps me cool at night. On May 6th, the Community Foundation of Middle Tennessee will host a big Payback. Here's your opportunity to preserve the legacy of African American music by contributing to the cause. Go to mymusicmatters.org to make your contribution to the National Museum of African American Music. Like, share, and post on social media #MyMusicMatters to show your support on May 6th.